guys, I'm going to be teaching you today is how to custom paint your longboard. And it should look something like this when you are done. Alright, let's get started. What you're going to need to do this custom paint job is you're going to need something to put your board on top of so you don't spray paint the ground or grass. And you're going to need any longboard that you want to first try down on. This is just an airwalk longboard, which we really don't care about, so that's it, yeah. And then for spray paint, you're gonna need a white, then you're gonna need a black, a clear coat, and some soap, and a rag that you don't care about. For the soap, I recommend antibacterial because, you know, just keeping your board nice and germ-free. Alright, so for the first step, you're gonna shake up your white real good, and you're gonna give your board a nice white base coat. Just keep a nice consistency and give it a first just nice layer of white on top of it. Make sure you just cover the whole entire board. Doesn't need to be perfect, just keep it going. Cover all the flat spots. You're still going to be able to see some stuff from the design through the spray paint, but there's still more coats to come, so you don't need to worry about that. Nice and simple, that's it, that's the first step. Now that the first coat is done drying, you can move on to the second step, which is to, actually it's kind of a personal preference. You can either put gray stripes or any design of gray you want over here, and then you can put the soap on top of that and put the black over that in detail. I'm going to go over it in detail later, but you can do that, or you can just go on to step 3, which is the soap, where pretty much all you have to do is just take the soap and do a crazy design all over the board. So just take it and just go crazy all over the board. And you just let the soap pretty much settle for like a few seconds, and you move on to step 4, which is put a black coat on top of the soap. Alright, now that the soap is pretty much good to go, you put the black base coat on top of it. So cover the whole entire board with black. Make sure it has a nice consistency to it, kind of matches, doesn't need to be perfect again. Make sure you cover the whole board. And yeah, should be it. Now you just have to wait for that to dry. And then you move on to step 5. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to take your rag and wipe the soap off. Make sure it's dry. As much soap off as you can. It's hard to get it all off. And this just should be how it comes out. And if you were wondering, so this is from the white base coat and the soap on top of it, and when you spray paint the black over, where the white was, without the soap, the black stayed black. And where the soap was on top of the white, when you wipe that off, you wipe the black spray paint on top of the soap off, so that part is white. And it comes out pretty sick almost every time. You just go crazy with the soap, and this should be how it turns out. And all you have to do after this is let it dry, probably for a good like 30 minutes to be safe. Get as much soap off as you can. It's like paper towels if you want. And put like however many coats of clear coat on as you want. And that's pretty much it. There's again the other board that you saw in the beginning. Usually always comes out pretty good. It's just a good way to get rid of your old design on your board. And that's it. Alright. Some other things that you can do when you're doing the paint on your longboard is, we use black and white because we think it comes out pretty much the best, but you can use a base coat of red and a top coat on top of the soap is blue if you wanted to. It doesn't really matter. We just think that this looks the best. And how this part comes out, however pretty much you just squirt the soap on it. So if you just go crazy on it, then it should come out different every time. And you want to make sure that between each stage, when you put on the base coat, you want to wait at least 10 to 15 minutes in between each. And when you put the soap on, you don't need to wait. You just need to let it settle for like 4 minutes, make sure it's flattened out on the board. And same thing for the last coat, the black on top of the soap, on top of the white. You just wait at least 10 to 15 minutes. So once, like, we just got done finished with this board, once you're done, you wanna wait at least an hour before you put the clear coat on. Just do, I'd say 2 coats should be great just to put on top of the paint. It should be great like that. And then you want to wait at least 24 to 36 hours to put the trucks back on so you don't mess anything up, because the paint could still like chip easily. And yeah, it's just a really cool paint job. Alright.